Paddy's a review of the weekend sporting events, starting with the Euro 2020 final. In the first half an hour of the match, England played really well. They scored a great goal through their wing backs, Shaw. Brilliant finish on the half volley. Uh, Italy were a bit confused and they were caught on the hop the way England played with their wing backs. The first half an hour came, was dropping deep, he was getting on the ball. It was all England. They scored one, they could have scored more. End of the first half, Italy started to have a few shots. On the second half, Italy were the better side. I was surprised how deep England dropped. They went very defensive. The goal was a bit scrappy, but they deserved the goal because they were the better team in the second half. When it went to extra time, England got a uh, bit more energy and they started to have chances, but didn't do enough in the extra time to win. And then they came to penalties. I know the England players are getting a lot of harsh slack of missing the panel. Like you shouldn't be criticising your players missing panels. You should be saying well done to them that they had the courage to take the penalty in the first place. So like at the end of the day, it is a lottery in a penalty shootout. So like they shouldn't be giving out them just because they missed a few panels. The more important thing that England fans should be looking at is that England made the final. They're progressing from the World Cup in 2018. They're getting better. They have a lot of young players in the squad. They're going to get better in the next World Cup. So the England fans and the press, the media, they should be delighted that England got to the final. That's progression. I know it's disappointing they didn't win, but you should be happy that you got to the final in the first place. That you're getting there, you're progressing. But for Italy, you know, they probably were the best team in the tournament. They played really well in the group stages, even in the last 16 quarter final. They didn't play great, but they won. They won. That's the most important thing in the Euros, about winning. And Italy have a great knack of doing that. And they have some great experienced players in the team. Look at Chiellini, like what a career he's had. And the other experienced players, Verratti, he played brilliantly last night in the second half. Surprised they took him off. And Mancini's done a brilliant job with Italy, like 34 games unbeaten. What an achievement that is in itself. He's really turned Italy around because they were the doldrums before he took over. So well done to Italy. Also on the weekend, and the tennis Wimbledon, like your man that Djokovic was playing, he played very well. Berrettini, even like the third set, he won the set. He came back into the fourth set. Djokovic just some of the shots that Djokovic was hitting was unbelievable. Like he really is a machine. I don't know how you beat him. Like he's now has 20 Grand Slams, the same as Federer and Nadal. And to have 60 Grand Slams between, that's remarkable. How them three have dominated the game. But I think Djokovic is gonna go on. And I think he's gonna at least get a 23, 24. How well he's playing. He's young as well. He has everything going for him. And he's going with a Grand Slam this year. Only one more major to go, so there's no reason why he can't do it. He's playing brilliantly. And the golf European Tour was a brilliant final round at the Scottish Open. It was so intriguing. So many players had a chance to win. It was great to see the Americans playing the event, as their practice for next week. Justin Thomas had a good final round. That'll give him the confidence going next week. Poulter turned the tables. Like he rolled back the years. Brilliant 63. Just a pity he missed that putt in the 17th. That'll give his chances of making the Ryder Cup team a boost. Look at Tyrrell Hatton. He had a great finish, 65. Going to the Open Championship in good form. You were thinking, looking the final round, I think Ram was the player to beat, but he just didn't hold enough putts the final round, so he'd be disappointed with that. Fitzpatrick had his chance to win because he's a brilliant putter. He doesn't tee the green, he's okay, but on the green, he's lethal. His putting is unreal. Some of the putts that he held yesterday just come up a couple of shots short. A missed opportunity that he didn't eagle the 16th. Look at Dietrich. He's a good player, but he hasn't got his breakthrough win on the tour yet. But I think Lee deserved to win. The 6 birdies in a row he got in the front nine was incredible. And then in the playoff, the birdie that 18th hole, that was brilliant, which won the tournament. So well done to Lee. I know he's in the Open because of that. So a brilliant win for Lee. On the PGA Tour, uh, a great final round by Glover as he wins by 2 shots. Kevin Na plays well again. Like he's a good player. And also another great finish for Seamus Power. He's turned into a good player. He's had some great finishes over the last few weeks. I say he's not far away now from getting his card for next year. He's doing really well over the last few weeks. And to finish, McGregor, he needs to. McGregor, Jesus, his leg nearly got broken. They snapped in half. That could be the end of McGregor now. It take a lot to come back from an injury, but like that. But I was watching the highlights of the fight there this morning, and before it happened the first round, your man Poirier was the better fighter, so it would have been just a matter of time, even if McGregor was able to continue, because I do think Poirier was the better fighter, I should say. But it'd be interesting to see whether McGregor will be able to come back from an injury like that, because it will take a lot of commitment and effort and a lot of uh, rehab, with an injury like that. So it will be interesting to see and what's next for McGregor. I hope you enjoyed the action over the weekend. Thank you.